Have you ever felt like you understood exactly what you were looking at? You understood why the market moved the way it did, and you were just always right behind the big move. You were always too late. It literally seems like large money knows exactly where you're getting in and stopping you out like nothing to it. Well, then this video is for you to help you get unstuck. See, I was stuck for years, and it's really a product of not having clear entry criteria and a clear application. Let me explain. So, there is knowledge, okay? All those YouTube videos you watched, all those books you've read, all that experience that you have conjured up in your mind, right? There's knowledge. Knowledge is very important. But knowledge alone is not going to get you across the finish line. And then there is pulling the trigger, application, okay? There is understanding, and then there is execution. We need both to become consistently profitable. So today in this video, that's what we're going to break down, okay? How to actually get you pulling the trigger where you're supposed to. Simple way, a simple system that you can use to take advantage of this beautiful price action. Look at this, 177% ROI we got on this trade, literally just by using two simple steps. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today in this video. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I don't see it addressed enough online. There is so much information out there, right? There is not a lack of information when it comes to day trading, right? Everybody and their brother is out there talking about charts, how to spot opportunity, and beautiful strategies, okay? I don't want to be like that, right? Because that is not going to help you. Yes, knowledge is important, right? It's the first component. But without execution, okay, you are never going to become the trader that you really want to become. Right? Like, think about that 10.0 version of you that can really spot good opportunity and not feel anxious or reckless or irrational behaviors that leave you feeling guilty and shameful, right? Like, how do we get you to become the individual that trades with confidence and knows what to look for and not just knows what it looks like, but really knows how to take advantage of it, how to get paid by it? That's what I want to give to you. So Josh, how is it do I actually get into the market? How do I get unstuck? Well, that's a phenomenal question. The day we're going to be talking about is 10/16/2025. And once again, you can see right here, we were able to capitalize on a beautiful trade. This was my best trade all year. Okay, I cleared $2,100 on one SPX contract. Okay, and once again, in these market conditions, this is not irregular. We have tons of volatility. And now I know we've been programmed to think volatility means bad, right? Oh, the market's very volatile and scary. Stay away. It's choppy. But if you know what to look for, volatility can literally pay all your bills. Volatility can make it so you trade once, maybe twice a week, right? You capture the right trade, you really don't have to trade every single day, right? Volatility can become your best friend if you have the right system. So in this video, we're going to break down exactly what it did, how I found this trade, what I was looking for, and why I pulled the trigger when I did. Okay, and it's actually quite simple. So what is it I do? What is the application I can use that you can use come Monday morning so that you can take advantage of the market? Now, if this is your first time watching me over at High Performance Trader, we have a system that we use each and every single day. Okay, and this system is actually very simple, and if anybody wants a free mini course on it, all you have to do is click that link below, put your first, last name, email in, and I send you this system in deep detail completely for free. It takes about 8 minutes to watch. Okay, all you got to do, once again, first, last name, email, join the list. I don't only just send you a free mini course, but you also get free data reports on the strategy, because I really believe in confidence, control, and conviction. Triple C's. Okay, without those three, you're never going to become the trader that actually pulls the trigger when they're supposed to, that trades with confidence, and so on and so forth, right? So check that out, get that mini course. So what is it I do every single day? I identify 4 key levels from the previous day. All right, we got previous day low. We got previous day close. We got previous day open. And then we have previous day high. Okay, these are 4 main price points. Josh, why do you always talk about these levels? Well, it's because over here at High Performance Trader, we trade with a very stringent philosophy. Okay, and what I mean by that is we understand that we can't move price. And I know people are like, what are you talking about? See, until you understand that the banks control this game, not your analysis, not your knowledge, right? You can't predict nothing, okay? The banks are going to do what the banks are going to do. It's not up to us to predict it. It's up to us to identify it. And when we identify it, we then trade with them, okay? That's very important, guys. We don't trade against the trend. We don't trade against the bank. We trade with the bank, okay? And when you adapt this philosophy, you start to look at price action a little bit different. Okay, so we identify these 4 main price points, okay? Price opens up, gaps way up above end of day. So now let me go over to the Discord so I can show you guys exactly where it was I got into the trade. So over here, October 16th, 2025, you're going to see, this is the trade. Look, this is the trade we took the day before. Literally exact same criteria. And you're going to notice here, I'm trading off the moving average, okay? So let's bring it back to giving you that application, okay? So you're stuck right now, and you got to ask yourself why. You understand what the market looks like. You understand price action, and you may even understand, that it's bullish or bearish. But you always find yourself getting in at the wrong time. It's because you're not using moving averages appropriately. Okay, so you're going to see right here at 12:10, I entered into the market short, and I called this trade out for my whole entire team so that they could capitalize on it as well. What is it about this price action that's causing me to enter into the market? There's 2 things you need to learn, okay? The number one thing, the first part of this strategy, this system, this application, is called the area of value. Okay, the area of value is a very simple term that I've came up with that is literally just a pretty word for an RBI or a GBI. Okay, so when you look at this, right, you're going to look at all this price action here, all right, and you're going to ask yourself, is there any red bar or green bar that gets ignored? Okay, and what I mean by that is this right here is a green candle that's ignored, all right? This is a GBI. It's a green candle, and the bottom gets wiped out, okay? So when we see this, we draw a box around it. And guys, I'm telling you right now, if and when you start to do this, your results are going to change, okay? Because you're going to start identifying where the trapped opponent is. Your enemy is trapped. They're losing money. You're going to be able to identify it. And once you identify it, you now hold the keys to the kingdom. Because when I'm watching price action all morning, right? Guys, I took no trades here in the morning. Look, if I go back to SPY alerts in my Discord, you'll see here. Hold on, where is it? This is my alert. In October 16th, this is my first alert for the whole day. So once again, just a little context here. I took no trade all morning. And it's not because I'm super patient or disciplined it's because I know it works. Why would I do anything else? See, that's where I want to get you guys. If I get you guys to the point where it doesn't make sense to chase bad setups, or it doesn't make sense to FOMO into a trade, or it doesn't make sense to enter extended from the moving average, okay? Like, if I can get you guys there, you're going to stop losing tons of money. I would argue, when it comes to becoming a profitable day trader, more than 75% of that battle is you learning how to stop losing when you don't need to be losing. So many of us get addicted to losing. Right? It's an emotional discharge that we partake in just because it's familiar. We got to get away from that. How do we do it? Through wisdom. Okay? What's the difference between knowledge and wisdom? Knowledge is understanding, okay? Wisdom is using that understanding. Okay? Wisdom is results. Okay? So how do we become wise? We know it's not worth it. I'm not doing anything until I identify rule number 1, which is an RBI or a GBI. Okay, so that's step number 1. Identify the RBI, the GBI. What else about this is repeatable and I can use to actually pull the trigger when I'm supposed to. Regardless of my emotion or how I feel, what on this chart can I use as a gunshot? Boom, goes off, the race begins. Because that's what it comes down to. Go through your trade journal. Look at the trade you're taking. Ask yourself, why are you actually getting in that trade? Is it because of emotion? Or is it because the market told you to? This is where the 20 EMA comes in. So once you've identified that green bar that got ignored, you draw your box around it. That's step number 1. Josh, what's step number 2? Identify the 20 EMA being respected. Okay, when the price comes up to the 20 EMA and can't close outside of it, that is my gunshot. That is my starting point. That is my secret. And I know a lot of people are going to probably hate on this video, right? Oh my God, you're not the first person to use the moving averages. Or, oh yeah, like tons of people hate on moving averages, and I do not care. Because you guys aren't using them the way that we are. And because if you did, I promise you, your results would be phenomenal. Especially for traders that trade futures. Like, if you're in those prop firm challenges, guys, you can't be affording drawdown. Are you kidding? If you're trading 3 to 5 in micros or minis, there's no way you can afford a 5-minute candle in these current market conditions. You can't. So you need to be trading off moving averages, as a matter of fact. That's exactly how we traded today in our live session. We absolutely killed it. And that's exactly how I'm going to trade until I die. Because it works. All right? We entered in the market short. You're going to see here I'm in SPX puts right here. And just notice, we are literally respecting these over and over. Okay? So once the candle continuously respects that 20, and not even continuously, if it respects it once and it's in an area of value, I'm entering into the position. And you can see here, this thing just continued to sell, absolutely plummet, and we capitalize on it. And oh, what do we get here? Another green bar that got ignored. So once again, that's an area of value. That's an area of value. Buyers are becoming trapped. And they're stomping out, and when they stomp out, we get paid. So guys, I hope you really appreciate this, right? Because you got to really ask yourself, right? Like, look at these trades, right? Here's another trade I took right here, right? These are alerts that we post. Prices coming into the 20, can't close outside the 20, so we trade with the 20, right? Look at another one. Price comes into the 20, can't close outside the 20. Look at where my entries are here. They're right on that 20, right? So once again, like when I enter into this short, my stop loss is literally going right above it. I'm risking, I got 3 contracts on, or 1 contract on right here, and I'm risking nothing. This was another trade we took today. All right, 3 contracts, hopped in right at the 20. Notice, guys, look at this. Can't close outside the 20. So we're trading with the 20. This is the application you need to really make it very clear for you. Okay? Is it black? Is it white? Am I getting in or am I not? Anything else is hesitation, and it's going to continuously cost you money. So quick little recap here, okay? Josh, how am I going to get into the market? And how can I take that knowledge and turn it into wisdom? Identify your area of value, okay? Identify your 20 EMA being respected. Enter in as close as you can off the 20. And then play your trend to the next level. Okay? Three literally. Identify the RBI, GBI, the area of value. Identify the 20 EMA being respected on the 2-minute time frame. And then target your next level. I love you guys. I hope this video helps. I make these videos because I remember what it was like, really the insanity it feels like. Always being just right behind that big move constantly. And just really battling with yourself as an individual. Do I trade? Do I not? You feel like you're so invested because you've spent so much time learning, but you're just not getting results. And guys, like, take it from me. I read so many books, watched so many videos. It's good to get knowledge, but until it becomes wisdom, you're never going to get results. I'm Joshua Salvetti. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next.